Hello and welcome to TW White & Son Suzuki. This is a Suzuki Swace hybrid in a lovely silver metallic with silver alloys, reverse camera, keyless entry. So this is a one previous owner vehicle, sold from new, just recently just come into part exchange. So you've got the LED lighting in the front there with your LED front running light during the day, so good for visibility. You've got indicators on the wing mirrors, bringing you into the inside driver's door card, just to show you there's no marks or scratches on this, and really lovely condition. So this has been well looked after. It's got full service history as well with Suzuki. So just giving you first inspection, there is no staining, marks, scratches or any disagreeable odours in this vehicle whatsoever. So this is the offside rear driver's door card, and then showing you again the interior. Again, very well looked after. Rear vents as well, so if anyone says they're too hot when it comes to the summer and they want to use the aircon, it's perfect. So lifting up the tailgate, there is your reverse camera situated just above the number plate. Nice big open spacious boots. Now this does have an underneath storage as well. If I lift that up, as you can see there is a well. Now because this car is primarily a Toyota Corolla, obviously there's some things that we at Suzuki can have for this vehicle. If you want the option to have a spare wheel, you can have one, but they don't come as standard. So instead you get this lovely well underneath, which means you can obviously use that extra space for if you ever need to use it. So you can drop the headliner down like that, so that would be the fourth floor can go down with additional pocket space just underneath there. So when it comes to having this up and then you pull one of the seats down just on that side, that means it flushes all the way through right to the rear of the driver and passenger seat. Also side pocketing as well, so again more additional need for storage. There's plenty of that in this car. So we're coming around to the near side rear door. Again showing you the door card, no marks or scratches of any kind. Now, this does have a centre armrest as well with two cup holders. The one thing I love about Suzuki is they never ever give you enough cup holders, which this one definitely does. If you've got children and you go out a lot for sports events or anything like that, this would be perfect car for you there. So you've got two there, two in the rear, and obviously two more spaces for the side pockets on the driver and passenger side. So I'm going to bring you back round to the driver's side and I'll start showing you some of the electronics in this car. So you've got the front and rear electric windows with manual locking on the interior, as well as locking the windows. Automatic wing mirrors, so if I push this button like so, you'll see the wing mirror comes in, and if I push it back out, it comes back out. Now it does come in on when you lock the car as well, so you don't have to manually do it, either by the button or pull them in. Now down the side here, you've got your traction control, you've got your heated white front window. Now these do not have the heated winds screen as such. The heaters are actually in the window wipers, so when you're wiping your windows, especially on an icy day, it will help clear that ice off quicker, especially in the mornings that we're having recently. Heated steering wheel and automatic high beam switch headlights, which means that any time that you're in a dark spot, it would automatically do the high beam, low beam, but you can obviously just push that and manually overtake simply on the left analog stick there. I'll push that forwards when the lights come on, then you can manually do the full beam. If not, you can push that button, it does it automatically for you. You've got your adaptive cruise control here, so you can set a distance between you and a car in front of you, including the radar brake, lane departure as well, as you can turn all these off and on as you wish. And then to the left hand side of the steering wheel, you've got your infotainment function buttons here for you. So change between the music, the volume, point of interest. Now if you have an iPhone or if you've got an Android phone, you can also use that to ask Google Assistant or Siri, whichever you prefer to use. Automatic window wipers as well. So nothing like the ease of not having to do it yourself when you can leave the car to do it. So just going to show you the odometer screen. I'm just going to shut the door. So this car has done just under 19,000 miles. But that is the screen that you will see. Now you have that trip distance. Now if I hit the up button, you can see how much battery you've saved, the temperature, the drive information, what sort of MPG you're getting, anything like that. So currently this car's doing 62. You can get it a lot higher than that. Bear in mind that when we clean our cars, they sit around for a little while, so that would have dropped a little bit, but anything between 62 67 is roughly what you're going to get. And then obviously the temperature gauge down the bottom there says 14 degrees outside at the moment, which is quite warm for this time of year, which is lovely. Now we come down to the obviously parking. You've got electronic handbrake only, so there is no manual handbrake. So you've got your parking and then you've got your hold as well. So obviously it means that when you come to a full stop, if you've got that on hold mode, that means that you can come to a complete stop and you can take your foot off the brake and it will hold it there until you put your foot on the throttle. Coming over to the gearbox, so you've got obviously your parking, so it lights up whichever one you're in. So if I put my foot on the brake and I pull back, reverse, neutral, drive. Now B mode doesn't primarily mean battery mode. What that means is that you're going to start saving some of that energy. So what this will do is when you're driving along, you'll start reserving that battery by building up that energy back into it, so you can use that function a little bit more when you need it on small short journeys, especially around town sort of thing. But if I put it in reverse, straight away you get a nice big clear reverse camera. Unfortunately, when you turn the steering wheel, it will not obviously turn the lines with it, but it gives you a guide in where the car is going to roughly aim up. Same with any other vehicle does with reverse camera. And then if I drop this just down below here, you've got your drive mode. So EV mode, if I push that button, it means it's going to put it in electronic mode for as long as possible, normally up to about 2 miles, anything under 20 miles an hour, things like that. And then you've got your drive mode, so you can have your eco, your normal mode or sports mode. So sports mode gives you higher revs between the gear changes, so it'll hold on that for a lot longer. Bring you back down to the center column, heated front seats as well. So as well as heated steering wheel, you've got heated seats, and then your USB port to connect to the vehicle just to the left hand side of that. So it hasn't got any wireless charger there or anything like that. Then as I come up, you've got your digital temperature control there. So you can set it on 2 different temperatures on each side with the air conditioning, or you can just, obviously if I hit the dual button, it puts them both to the same temperature. So when I move the one on the right, the one on the left changes with it. But if the person wants a little bit colder, a little bit warmer, you can manually overtake that. If not, you just hit the dual button, that takes you back. Now we come up to the infotainment screen. So this being, as I said earlier, Suzuki share with Toyota Corolla. There are some functions that we can have and some functions that we can't. In this instance, we can't have the satellite navigation. So if I hit maps, it will say to you navigation is not available on this system. But it does mean that you will have to use your phone. So what you would do is connect your phone into the charge port there, as long as it is compatible with the system. So anything iOS and Google or Android is usually okay to use on the system. So you can use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay for the system here. If you're happy just to use the system without having any of those functions, you still do have Bluetooth connectivity. The audio, you can have AM, FM and DAB, or you can use the connect via Bluetooth and just use the music from your phone, in which case you would hit Bluetooth and then you would play the sources through that way. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and hopefully you can give us a call on this vehicle to come have a little test drive. All we ever ask is you just to bring your driver's license with you on the day. If you want to give us a call, our telephone number is 01372 414 414. Thank you for your time.